From haunted forests to cursed highways, people are capturing things no one was supposed to see.
Bro, he's eating something! Ew, that's so creepy!
Figures that crawl, whisper,
This way.
and vanish before your eyes. These encounters prove one thing: something else walks among us. A horse rider in Russia came across a creepy figure while passing through a quiet forest trail. In the distance, there was a small, humanoid figure wrapped in a dark cloak. The creature's movements were odd, and it was shouting strangely. The rider quickly pulled his horse back, but the creature began running behind him. The creature closely matched the description of an old legend of Baba Yaga, the witch who roams the forests looking for humans to curse. The rider was lucky enough to ride away, otherwise things could have taken a far darker turn. Inverted walker. You won't believe what this guy's dash cam caught in Mexico. A woman was walking, wait, not on her feet, on her hands. Her legs were bent up in the air, and she moved so fast it looked impossible. The woman was either possessed by a powerful entity, or was a demon who made its appearance to scare the people. Whatever it was definitely not normal. If you ever see someone moving like that, don't even think about stopping. Just drive away as fast as you can. Tent intruder.
What the is that?
Oh, what's...
Run!
During a camping trip, a group of friends saw something, but this wasn't your usual ghost. They spotted a creature and first thought it was an animal, but as they looked closer, it was a pale, skinny figure that had taken control of one of their tents. None of them dared to go near it, and they quickly ran away from the campsite. It resembled a skinwalker, but the real question is, why are they appearing again and again? It seemed like humans are unknowingly entering their hidden territories, disturbing the places they once ruled in silence. You'd better research before going out. They can be your host next.
Oh.
Forest encounter. A hunter was tracking animals in a remote forest, but wasn't aware that he had strayed into forbidden territory. At first, he thought it was a woman, but her face looked eerie, and her long, sharp nails didn't seem human. She stood perfectly still, watching him calmly, and it quickly became clear that he wasn't the one in control of the forest this time. The video of the encounter cut off before showing her fully, leaving the moment mysterious and chilling. It was obvious she was a witch, silently hunting among the trees. This time, the hunter managed to escape, but anyone wandering through that forest should be careful. You might not be so lucky. Beach shadow. Two friends were walking away from the beach, a walk that would haunt them forever. Suddenly, they saw it. A tall, dark shadow appeared from the bushes right on the path. It wasn't a person. It looked like pure darkness. It was a jinn, known to enter a person's body and control them. The friends ran immediately, barely escaping before it could reach them. Whatever it was, it proved daylight doesn't always mean safety. Some shadows dare to walk under the sun too. Midnight terror. A man was walking down a quiet street late at night when he spotted a baby standing alone in the middle of the road. At first, he thought it was just a lost child, until he realized the reality. Its skin was pale, and its face had no features at all. That's when he knew he had stepped into the wrong place. The creature suddenly started running toward him, and the man turned to flee. The video ended there. Police later found it saved on his phone. Locals believe it was a shapeshifter caught mid-transformation, and the man who saw it never made his way back home. Mirror eyes. In Mazamitla, a man looked out from his flat to check his car, but it wasn't alone. Something else was waiting for him. A face was peeking from behind a parked car's mirror, but only its black glowing eyes were visible, staring straight at them. The rest of the figure stayed hidden in the shadows, refusing to reveal itself. After giving a peekaboo scary moment, it disappeared. It was clear that the entity was aware of being watched, deliberately showing its eyes to send a message. This wasn't a random sighting. The creepy entity was intelligent and playing a dark game with the witness. Was it a skinwalker or a ghost? You decide. Road signal. Near a cornfield on a dark road, a family's dash camera caught a pale, eerie figure standing in the middle of the street. Its body was unnaturally thin and tall, and it made clear hand gestures, signaling the family to move to the right side. The family reported the sighting to the Pinal County Sheriff's Office. To them, it could be any unknown cryptid creatures. No one knows whether the figure was warning them of risk ahead or trying to lure them into a trap. In remote areas, never follow directions from a stranger, especially one that looks like it stepped out of a nightmare. Tree hunter. In a dense forest, a hiker decided to spend the night in a small cottage built on a tree. Everything was calm until he noticed two strange humanoid figures approaching from below. The way they came, their aggression was clearly seen. Before he could react, one of them threw a stick straight at him, missing by inches. The figures then turned away and disappeared into the woods. The man later said they looked nothing like humans, more like duendes, the small forest elves from local legends known to hit anyone who enters their hidden territory. Garden visitors. A farmer's garden was getting ruined at night, so he set up a trail camera to catch the culprit. When he checked the footage, he was shocked to see strange creatures that looked like a mix between frogs and humans. They had human-like bodies, but frog-like faces and skin. Within seconds, they hopped and bounced away, just like frogs, quickly disappearing from sight. Their strange movements and uncovered bodies made it clear they weren't normal animals. Maybe they were aliens, or perhaps some unknown creature that came out of hiding that night. Asylum secret. In Canada, a group of explorers entered an old, abandoned asylum to film their adventure. Everything seemed normal at first, until a strange growling sound echoed from the upper floor.
What? Shh, did you hear that? Man, that was coming from upstairs.
Cautiously, they followed the noise and reached a gallery, only to spot a thin figure with messy hair crawling on all fours. Its movements were unnatural, and the growls grew louder as they stepped closer. Some said it looked like a former patient left behind, while others believed it was something far worse, a lost soul trapped in the ruins of madness.
Holy shit, let's go this way. Where'd the other guys go?
Crawling shadow. Late one night, a villager noticed something strange among a group of dogs roaming near his house. One of them didn't look like a dog at all. It had a humanoid body, long arms and legs, and was crawling on all fours in a disturbing way. A few days later, the same creature was spotted again by travelers on the roadside. Locals started saying it was Lamona, a legendary cryptid or ghoul known in folklore for haunting people who cross its path. The sightings have left the whole village terrified, unsure if the creature will appear again. Two-faced girl. A motorcyclist took a shortcut through an abandoned road and instantly regretted it. In the middle of the road stood a creepy girl with glowing eyes and bent feet. It was hard to tell if she was walking forward or backward. The rider kept following her cautiously, trying to figure out what he was seeing. But when the ghostly girl finally turned around, he froze. She had two faces, one on the front and another on the back. Maybe it was a cursed spirit, or perhaps something far more sinister haunting that deserted road. Window watcher.
Pero desde que me corté el cabello siento que me parezco muchísimo menos a Dua Lipa.
This girl was recording a video and didn't realize what was right behind her. As she spoke to the camera, a pale face with dark eyes appeared in the window, staring straight at her through the glass. She never turned around, completely unaware of what was watching her. It was an evil spirit silently watching from the darkness outside. She was lucky that night, because the spirit only watched and didn't decide to step closer. Always check your background while filming. You never know who your secret audience is.
Y es que muchísima gente me dice que me parezco a la Dua Lipa del 2018 más o menos.
Night presence. This camper thought he was alone in the quiet woods until he felt a presence nearby. The moment he saw around, he knew it wasn't any woman in this darkness. The stiff posture and eerie stillness made it clear it was a djinn. He didn't wait to understand what it wanted. Grabbing his phone, he ran for his life. What would you have done if you were in his place? Comment below. Backyard visitor. A man was randomly going through CCTV footage of his backyard when he spotted a strange, gray figure peeking inside his house. At first, he thought it could be a thief, but when he zoomed in, the sight was horrifying. The figure had dark, hollow eyes and a body that looked nothing human. It resembled the creature known as the Rake from old stories. The figure stared inside for a few seconds before quietly stepping back, almost as if it noticed the camera watching it. No one knows what it wanted, but luckily, it never appeared again. Cursed awakening. In an abandoned cemetery, long left untouched after a cursed creature was buried there, a chilling sight was captured. A white figure slowly emerged from one of the graves, with horns on its head and a tail trailing behind. Could this be the same cursed spirit the locals had feared for generations, or was it something else? The sighting left the place feeling colder and more haunted than ever before. Missing campers.
Wait. Okay, be careful.
A group of friends was camping in the woods, sitting by fire and enjoying. Everything seemed normal until one of the girls, named Alexis, went missing for too long.
Alexis has been gone for so freaking long trying to actually poop.
Her friends searched the dark woods and found a small shelter made from branches. Inside, they saw Alexis. But before they could help her, a strange sound came from behind. The camera turned and caught a glimpse of a horrifying figure with several limbs moving wildly. The camera fell, and the video ended there. The next day, authorities found only their belongings and the camera still recording. No sign of the friends at all. Night runner.
This world is not meant for it.
A family went out for a late-night drive, enjoying the empty road and calm surroundings. But soon, the peaceful trip turned into a nightmare. Out of nowhere, they noticed someone running beside their car. It was keeping up with their speed. The figure had glowing eyes and a pale, hairless body. It was humanoid, but not human at all. Its furious expression and strange growls made it clear it wasn't just chasing them for fun. Some say it was a demon, angered by their presence. Looked like the family had disturbed it unknowingly, and it wanted to make sure they never forgot that night. Forest shadows. A man visited his cottage in the forest with his children, hoping for a peaceful getaway. But things turned strange when his son pointed toward the woods, where a dark, creepy lady covered in a dark robe was calling him closer. Not long after, his little daughter noticed a white, shadowy figure moving silently among the trees. These back-to-back sightings were enough for the man to realize that something unnatural surrounded his cottage. It was clear the forest no longer belonged to them, but to the ghosts that lived within it. Dark disguise. This man's camping incident will make you think twice about going camping. While recording, he suddenly spotted a figure dressed in black standing with a bizarre, almost human face. At first, he thought it was a person performing a dark ritual, but glowing eyes revealed it was a djinn in human disguise. As soon as it noticed the camera, it tried to hide in the bushes. If you visit the forest, be careful like him. Not everyone in the forest is what they seem. Some wear just the faces of humans to fool. Barn visitor.
Oh, dude! Is that him? No. Okay, let me get. Whoa.
A farmer was checking the back of his farm, located near a forest, when he heard strange noises coming from his old barn. Curious, he stepped closer and was stunned. In the corner sat a pale, white figure with its face bent unnaturally downward. It wasn't an animal or a normal person. It looked like a skinwalker. Clearly, these beings are no longer hiding deep in the woods. They're stepping into human land, and perhaps we are already on their radar, waiting to become their next prey.
Bro, he's eating something! Oh, that's so creepy! He's actually here!
Wall face.
Dude, I don't know, man. That thing's been following us.
A ghost hunter entered an abandoned building, hoping to contact spirits, but something else was already there. From behind a wall, a pale face slowly peeked out, following his every move. The moment he noticed it, the figure lunged toward him. It looked like a skinwalker. The ended abruptly. Hope he made his way out safely. This proves abandoned places aren't just home to ghosts. Some residents were never meant to be discovered. Best not to get too curious.
Dude, is that one of those furry things?
Yard arrival. A CCTV camera in a quiet backyard captured a scene no one could explain. Out of nowhere, a strange figure appeared. No jump, no movement, just suddenly there, as if stepping through an invisible portal. Its bent body and big head made it look completely alien. The creature looked around for a few seconds, almost confused, before jumping over the fence and disappearing. The family still lives in fear, wondering if it might return one night, not to appear, but to take someone with it. Hidden ritual. Back on November 13th, 2003, park rangers received shocking footage showing a man being relentlessly chased by hooded, masked figures through the forest. The pursuit continued deep into the night, and eventually, the figures cornered him. They all gathered around the man as if preparing for some secret ritual. The video was cut off there, but somehow the man managed to escape and handed all the evidence to the park rangers. It seemed the masked beings weren't after him. They just wanted to show everyone their control over the area. Winged Watcher.
What is that?
Late one night, a traveler was exploring the mountains and taking pictures. Suddenly, he saw something that made him freeze in shock. High on a rocky peak was a strange figure. A body shaped like a human, but with massive bat-like wings folded behind it. It seemed to be watching the land in silence. When the creature realized it was being watched, it slowly turned its head toward the traveler. The darkness hid its face, but its presence felt unnatural. Hours later, it took off and disappeared into the sky. Experts later claimed it could be a vampire. If that's true, then those mountains might be hiding something far darker than we ever imagined. Forest child. Ghost hunters ventured deep into a forest on a mission to catch evidence of the paranormal. During their search, they recorded a chilling sight. A little far away, a ghostly child appeared, standing silently on a rock. It wore a white dress, but her face was gray and expressionless. It didn't move, just stared into the distance, as if lost for years. The hunters felt an eerie presence, realizing this could be the wandering spirit of a child who had gone missing in the forest long ago and never found peace. Sure secret. A guard on his night duty at a beach noticed someone sitting quietly on a rock near the water. Thinking it was just a person, he tried to warn them to move away. But when his camera zoomed in, the truth became clear. The figure had a long tail. Now this was enough to realize it wasn't a human at all. Its appearance was exactly like the mermaids from the stories. For a brief moment, one of them came close to shore, and we got a glimpse that those old legends might actually be real. Maybe, for a brief moment, one of them decided to come on shore, and we got to know that the legends of stories are real.
Dude, what is that?
Field watcher. A strange sight was caught on camera during a drive through a lonely stretch of farmland. The driver filmed a tall, humanoid figure standing still in a wide, open field, staring at the high-voltage power lines above. The being looked unnaturally thin and had no visible facial features, almost like a skeleton brought to life, or maybe an otherworldly visitor. What made it scarier was the locals' claim that strange beings had appeared near those same lines before. Many now believe the power lines might be drawing something mysterious from beyond our world, and this figure could be one of them. Bush lurker. A man was walking along a remote, wooded area, recording a peaceful video on his phone. Everything seemed calm until he suddenly stopped, hearing a rustling sound coming from the bushes next to him. A horrifying sight then appeared. A pale, scary creature with dark black eyes stepped out toward him. The man immediately took off, running as fast as he could. The creature had all the famous signs of a skinwalker, a legendary monster known to change shape. This creature was living proof that the old, terrifying stories are true. Do skinwalkers truly exist? Watch this video closely and decide for yourself. Creeping horde. The last sighting was terrifying, but now this incident will freak you out. In a remote village near a dense forest, villagers got the shock of their lives when a large group of pale-skinned figures appeared out of nowhere. They were all heading toward a parked truck and the villagers. These were skinwalkers, and seeing them hunt together proves they aren't just solitary monsters. They are organized and capable of targeting anyone nearby. No one can question their existence after this sighting. Villagers now live in constant fear, unsure how long these creatures have been hiding or why they've appeared now. Wall secret. This man had just moved into his new apartment, but he had no idea that one small hole in the wall would lead to a nightmare. While recording, he came close to the hole, but the hole itself had a different world in it. The hole seemed to open into a dark tunnel hidden inside the building. The video suddenly cut off as a dark figure appeared from within. Soon, video went viral. Some netizens say it was a crawler, a being that hides under cities and hunts through walls. Others believe the hole was a rip in reality, leading to another dimension, and the creature is leaking through. One thing's clear. If you ever find a hole in your wall, never look inside, because something might already be watching you. Cottage encounter. As one explorer was walking through a forest, he encountered a creepy creature near a cottage. It looked like a skeleton that had come to life. It was moving weirdly, as if still adjusting to its existence. Scared but curious, the explorer threw a small stick near it. This got the creature's attention. It turned around, then suddenly jumped onto the roof and vanished behind the cottage. When the explorer rushed to check, it was gone without a trace. It looked like an otherworldly visitor, or maybe an unknown creature from folklore that somehow came alive. Mirror eyes. In the Appalachian Mountains, a couple's car suddenly broke down on a lonely road. As they tried to figure out what happened, a creepy face appeared below the side mirror, just its glowing green eyes staring straight at them. It looked like a demonic entity, and the car failure seemed no accident, almost as if the demon had caused it, hunting its next prey. The couple could only watch in fear, realizing they might have been trapped in a nightmare with no way out. Tunnel ghost.
No. No! Go, 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 go!
A group of friends entered a massive sewer tunnel to find their lost ball after playing nearby. At first, it was just an adventure, but as they walked deeper, suddenly their flashlight revealed a ghostly figure wrapped completely in white cloth, standing at a distance. It didn't move, but its presence felt heavy, like a lost soul wandering in search of peace. The boys ran out screaming. Since that day, locals say strange sounds can sometimes be heard coming from that sewer.
Oh, Franco! Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out! Get out!
Grave walker. A cemetery caretaker shared a horrifying sight that left everyone disturbed. From behind a tree, an unusually thin creature appeared. Its long arms stretched all the way to the ground as it walked slowly across the graves. It almost looked like Slender Man had come to life, moving in the shadows of the cemetery. Some believed it could also be an extraterrestrial being hiding there. In both cases, the sighting proved one thing, that something unearthly was among the departed that night. Lady on swing. A local in a quiet village witnessed something truly terrifying one late evening. Someone was seen swinging gently below a large tree. As the camera zoomed in, it became clear it wasn't a person at all. It was a ghostly girl with glowing eyes, calmly enjoying the swing and clutching the tree like it was her home. Her slow movements and eerie stillness made the moment even scarier. Perhaps a restless spirit had owned that place for years, and that night, its haunting presence was finally caught on camera. Haunted flame.
Vean. Se ve horrible, güey, ve, güey.
Sometimes the quietest highways hide the darkest surprises, and this time it was a truck driver who saw one. He noticed a lady sitting inside his truck, and suddenly she lit something right in front of her face. It revealed a spirit with a pale face and hollow black eyes. The ghostly flames didn't burn anything, and even the cross hanging inside the truck had no effect. After a while, the fire disappeared, and the spirit vanished, leaving the driver shaken.
Ve, güey, se le ven los ojos hundidos, güey.
Grave motion.
Whoa, wait, no way.
A man went to a graveyard to pay respects to his family late at night when something caught his eye. Near one of the graves stood a statue of a female figure, but then he noticed its arm slowly lift.
I could have sworn I saw the arm go up.
The movement was stiff and deliberate, like stone coming to life in the darkness. It wasn't a trick of the light. It might be a spirit guarding the graves. Or perhaps a ghost from a nearby grave awakened to warn the visitor to leave. He quickly left the area, hoping to exit safely. If you ever walk through a graveyard, be careful. Some statues might be silently watching you. White Stalker. A family in Quebec, Canada, pulled over to the side of the road after spotting a moose about to cross. But what they saw next turned a simple sighting into a terrifying one. In the trees behind the moose, something white was moving, slowly, carefully, like it was stalking. It didn't move like an animal. It looked human, but twisted. To know its identity, the family uploaded the video. Many who watched the footage believe it was a rake, while others think it was just a wandering spirit. The chilling truth is that the figure wasn't after the moose for sure. The family might have been the creature's true target all along. Car frenzy. This video is going viral for all the scary reasons. A woman approached a parked car, speaking softly even though no one was nearby. Within moments, her calm voice turned harsh, and she started banging on the car window. Each movement grew more intense and erratic. Viewers were deeply disturbed by how quickly her behavior shifted. Some thought she was just trying to break into the car, but others believed an unseen force had taken control of her body and was trying to bash the person inside the vehicle. Well, the sudden change from sweet to psychotic proves that a possession was happening for sure. Floating flame. A villager got the shock of his life when he saw a candle floating alone in the night sky. The flame moved silently, drifting over the field, with no one holding it. Its motion was unnatural, as if it had a mind of its own. Villagers say it could be a witch traveling in light, since they are known to travel in the shape of light, or it was a spirit from a nearby graveyard. After that, villagers never made way to the field at night. When a lone light moves through the dark, don't follow it. Some powers are meant to stay hidden.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Twisted shortcut. A man decided to take a shortcut home to save time, thinking it would be quicker, but his dash camera soon showed he had chosen the wrong path. Ahead, a girl moved unnaturally. Her legs twisted in impossible ways, and her head faced backward. Soon he realized it was a twisted-legged witch known for hunting anyone trespassing on its territory. Surprisingly, it stepped aside, letting him pass. Shortcuts through dark, quiet areas may save time, but sometimes they lead straight into entities that watch and decide your fate. Shore woman. At Caldana Beach in Brazil, a woman was seen sitting alone near the shore. She wore all white, her long hair covering her face, enough to scare anyone passing by. Even the police kept their distance, unsure if she was a ghost or someone performing a dark ritual. Believing it might be something religious, they left her alone. But later, the same woman appeared again, this time in another corner of the beach. When the police tried to approach and offer help, she refused, and after that night, no one ever saw her again. Open discussion.
No mames. No mames.
In an abandoned part of town, a man witnessed something he could never forget. There, sitting on the ground and facing the wall, was a creepy figure, completely still. When the figure realized it was being filmed, it suddenly rushed toward the cameraman, forcing him to run for his life. Later, he uploaded the footage online, hoping someone could explain what he saw. Some viewers believed it was a person caught performing a dark ritual. However, many claimed it looked like a skinwalker, caught halfway through transforming into a human. Whatever it was, it clearly didn't want to be seen. Thank you very much for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.